morning and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share. In today's edition, I want to talk about um, the realities, what we felt as young children or ought to have been in life as per what really is as adults. So I'll be looking at a few of those things that as children, when we saw adults doing them, we're like, they are not normal. It was like they were exaggerating or they were just being so crazy. And the first thing I would want to look at was the fact that as children, we saw adults in the early hours. At any time of the day, you would see an adult sleeping, dozing off, especially women. And you were like, what the heck is going on? Now, as a child, I would always laugh at such situations because to me it was crazy. I didn't understand why in the early hours of the day somebody would be sleeping and you're talking to somebody before you know it, the person is dozing off. But with time and experience, yes, because I can say I got into the shoes, I wore the shoes, I became an adult. And so I understand that adults do not get a lot of sleep, they do not get enough sleep at night. So during the day, they are tired and they are dozing off. The women, if you're married, you have your conjugal duties to do. That is at night with your husband. You have to get up very early in the morning while others are still asleep. You're up to maybe prepare breakfast for the children and for your husband so you can eat and go to work, for the children so they can go to school, and then you have to start cooking. So you're very busy during the day, and at night you do not. Sometimes you sleep very late at night and then get up very early in the morning, so you do not really have that complete rest that you need. Reason why most times they doze off, and I also doze off now, and it's no longer funny. And I'm like, okay, so it was not fault of theirs. Another thing which used to thrill me was the fact that married men cheated on their partners. Or men cheated on their partners, married or not, they cheated on their partners. To me, it was crazy. It was crazy, and I was so careful as a young girl, to the extent that I never dated a married man while growing up. What was my reason? I did not want to date a married man so that when I eventually get married, no woman should date my own husband. Now, I believed there was something like justice or something, retributive justice. So if you do this, you're going to get this in return. But that was a big lie, because I, being so careful back then, didn't date anybody's husband, didn't stop my husband from dating other women. So I just concluded that men, no matter how hard you try to be faithful to them, a good number of them are cheats, and they'll always cheat. Even if you keep yourself, they know it, they see it, they believe that you're doing your best for them to remain faithful to them, they will still cheat. So that was one wrong idea I had about this whole thing called life. Now, there was this other thing that I discovered, and I said I was never going to do it. And I am happy to God I have not done it and will never do it. And I pray my daughter does not, my daughters do not do it. That is fighting a woman over a man. Because at the end of the day, how many women are you going to fight? So I remember one day I went on vacation and I saw this woman. She called another woman on phone. She was insulting, she was being mean, and she told the woman she was actually at where she thought she was going to meet the woman, but unfortunately, this woman was not there. Unfortunately for her, this woman was not there. Fortunately for the woman, she was not there. And she called the woman on phone and said, if I met with you, I would have done this, I would have done that, I would have done all of that. And the first question I asked was, how old is she? And they told me she was in her late 40s. And I was like, what? In your late 40s? And you're fighting over a man? And I was like, who does that? But when I got married, I understood. I understood very well her frustrations. You know, that situation where you've given it all up for somebody and the person does not reciprocate, and the person thinks to pay you back is to have girlfriends here and there. But my ladies, never ever fights over a man. It's not what they don't fight your fellow woman over a man. If you must fight, it is painful, it hurts. If you must fight, wait for him at home, let him come home, you fight him at home instead of going out there. How many women at the end of the day would you want to fight with? How many enemies would you want to have out there? So with relationships, these are the realities that are so painful, but you have to know how to go about it. Although most times I prefer, if it gets really extreme, where it gets to life-threatening incidents, you know what? Walk away. I know how to walk away. People who know me will tell you I can walk away. I rarely don't give up on people, but I know when it's time to walk away. So you too can walk away. Thank you and see you during the next video. Love you.